Creating consistent content is hands down one of the smartest moves you can make as an entrepreneur today. People need to see you, get familiar with your personality, and start trusting you long before they ever pull out their credit card to buy anything. Long-form videos, podcasts, and interviews are absolute goldmines for building that deep audience trust. But here's the rub. Everyone is doing it now, and the barrier to entry has become incredibly tiny. That is awesome for creativity, but it also means you have to be significantly smarter if you actually want to stand out from the noise. So let me show you something that actually makes that process easy and fun without using another bloated editor that takes forever to master. I have been testing a few different tools lately, and one that I have been truly loving is called Vizard. Vizard is a brilliant AI-powered tool that automatically turns your long videos into high-performing short clips without you having to sit there and chop every single scene manually. Here's how it works. You take your long content like 30-minute interviews, hour-long podcasts, or recorded webinars and just upload them. Once uploaded, the tool auto-detects the best, most compelling moments that are likely to grab attention. I am talking about the specific bits that have strong hooks, emotional shifts, or clear, actionable takeaways. It then generates ready-to-post clips that you can drop straight onto YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok, or LinkedIn. Let me walk you through my personal process and explain why this specific workflow is so helpful. First, the upload process handles massive files, whether they are MP4s, MOVs, or whatever format you usually export. You can even dump in archives of your legacy content, which is a total goldmine if you have been creating for years. Instead of wasting hours manually scrolling through footage, you let the tool highlight exactly what matters. Next, it handles the auto editing, which is not just random chopping, but a careful analysis of your audio, pace, and energy. It outputs multiple short clips with perfectly suggested titles and captions that feel completely native. They even surface a viral score estimate to help you prioritize exactly which clips to publish first. One of my absolute favorite parts is the built-in content calendar and scheduling feature. You do not have to babysit your posting times because Vizard handles the distribution across your platforms automatically. This means consistent distribution without you having to wake up at 4 in the morning just to hit the optimal posting window. The calendar interface is incredibly simple, allowing you to edit captions and swap clips without jumping between 3 different tools. When you contrast this with other tools like Opus Clip, you see the difference in the ecosystem. Opus is great at clipping, but it often feels like a one-trick pony because you still have to export and manage platforms separately. Vizard bundles the entire end-to-end pipeline: discovery, editing, captioning, and scheduling, which saves so much mental overhead. Let me break down some practical tips I have learned so you do not make the same mistakes I made early on. First, always begin with the end in mind and think about the short-form moments you want to produce before you even hit record. Strong hooks, one clear idea per clip, and a quick payoff are what truly work best. When Vizard pulls clips, it might grab a segment that needs a better hook, so you can manually set the start point for a stronger opening. Captions matter immensely because most people are watching your videos on mute while scrolling. Test different styles, like one-line captions for slow speakers and multi-line for fast talkers, to boost your retention rates. Layout flexibility is another major win, especially if you are doing interviews and need a split screen or speaker-focused view. For screen share heavy content, you can prioritize the screen and pin your camera view in a smaller corner easily. You can even use keywords to tell Vizard the specific themes you care about, like content creation or AI tools. I also recommend using the customization features to tweak text, swap emojis, or add branding overlays like your logo. I tend to add a subtle logo in the corner so people can identify me immediately, even if the clip gets reshared. Exporting is very smooth, and you can even use direct posting options to send clips to YouTube or LinkedIn without downloading files locally. Pro tip, use direct post for LinkedIn, but if you are optimizing for specific TikTok trends, export and add those native effects in the app. Regarding performance selection, Vizard will rank clips by potential virality, which is a great starting point for your strategy. But don't be overly dogmatic, because sometimes a niche clip is much better for your specific audience than a broadly viral one. I usually pick a healthy mix, some high viral score clips for reach, and a couple of niche-focused ones for my core followers. When it comes to pricing, Vizard is very competitive, especially when you consider all the scheduling and calendar features are included. Because it automates so much, it actually lowers your overall production cost and saves you tons of time. For a real-world example, I uploaded a 2-hour interview last week, and Vizard surfaced 6 solid clips within mere minutes. One of those clips performed way better than expected, and it would have been totally buried in the hour if I hadn't used this clipper. Some folks worry about losing control when they use auto tools, but that is not the case here at all. The point is that Vizard speeds up the process, but you remain the editor-in-chief in total control of your brand. Think of it as a powerful assistant that does the heavy lifting but does not take the final call. Always scan the auto-generated captions for accuracy and fix any misheard words, especially names and technical terms. Add a short text CTA in the caption like full episode link below, so viewers can jump to your long-form content. Use the content calendar to batch your posts, spend one afternoon scheduling 2 weeks of clips, and free up your brain cycles. Test different thumbnail styles, because sometimes changing the color ring around your avatar increases your click-through rates. If you are working alone or have a tiny team, this kind of time savings compounds very quickly. If you want to get noticed in the current content landscape, you need consistent, well-optimized shorts feeding into your ecosystem. Vizard helps you do that without turning your video editing life into a second full-time job. So if you want to try this approach, take a library of your long-form videos, upload a batch, and let the tool pull those clips. You will be surprised how many great content opportunities are hiding in the footage you have already created. And hey, if you liked this walkthrough and want more practical tips, hit like, share this with a friend, and subscribe for more. I am not here to hard sell you anything. just to show you tools that make your life as a creator easier. Vizard is definitely one of those tools I would recommend checking out if you want to spend less time editing and more time creating. Alright, that is it from me, so go out there and make content that actually converts, not just accumulates. Catch you next time.